A joyous moment the IDPs had been waiting for, to have their problems been reflected in a peace prayers. Large crowds of IDPs gathered at Freedom Hall before His Holiness Pope Francis, Archbishop of Canterbury and moderator of the Church of Scotland, who led them in prayers. The IDPs gaining hope in reconciliation efforts. They wish Pope's visit would be the beginning of their blessing.
The fees should be agreed so that we can have a freedom in our county. And I expect that also the lot of schools should be open for the youth. That's what go direct to them.
Pope's visit is being viewed and perceived as the most historical event in bringing peace to South Sudan, responding to 2019 two-day spiritual retreat in Vatican, in which South Sudanese leaders were advised to unite their people. While presenting issues affecting IDPs, the Deputy Special Representative of UN, Sarah Nyanti, mentioned climate shock, food insecurity, and lack of health system, saying UN is working in hand with the government of South Sudan to ensure there is peace in the country.
Lack of education, opportunities, and access to healthcare systems. Today in South Sudan, over 2 million people are displaced across the country, and an additional 2 million are refugees outside the country. South Sudan ranks 4th on the list of world's most neglected displacement crises. It is also the largest refugee crisis in Africa.
Father Michael Bassano, who is the pastor in charge of protection of civilian sites in Malakal, says freedom is coming to South Sudan and that all the citizens should come together as one family, seeing their leaders are united and working towards a peaceful South Sudan.
It is not just my message, but the message of all the IDPs that I accompany and live with in the POC camp in Malakal. It is their hope for peace to come one day so that they can leave this camp where they have been for 10 years in small surroundings, small little plastic sheet tenting.
Reverend Tut Kong, pastor of South Sudan Presbyterian Church, asked the IDPs to have hope, saying Pope's visit would make peace prevail in the country.
Leaders of the church worldwide to pray to you and to all South Sudanese so that all of us, we embrace peace. And I think all of us, we will embrace that, and God will cultivate that in our hearts.
Juba IDPs, Malakal, Maban, Bor IDPs, among other IDPs, attended the meeting.
You answered your own question.
Expressing hope of reconciliation. Everyone, including children, are cramming for peace in the country. Rebecca Nyankor thanks President Kiir and Pope Francis for bringing peace to South Sudan.
We can grow together in peace and love. Thank you for being a great messenger of God. We will never forget this day. Pope Francis, we love you. Thank you for loving South Sudan. Thank you very much.
Pope Francis says, may hope and peace dwell in South Sudan as he lives for Rome. In his response to the issues affecting the IDPs, His Holiness Pope Francis asked the citizens of South Sudan to protect, value, appreciate, and honor women of South Sudan. Akuchma Care.